What's up, shrimpy people? How's everybody doing? It is Wednesday. It's Keeping It Shrimple, episode number 53. And of course, since I'm 53, it's kind of a cool number right now for me. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Mike, 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 Mike. uh, got a lot. Got a lot on my mind, a lot I want to talk about, and a lot that I probably won't. So I'm going to start off by saying hello, Silver Creek Aquatics. Good evening, Frank Basanta, Master Aquatics Eduardo. Kiss my grits. Pimpin' Shrimp. I like that comment. Check out the Reverb Nation for good tank cleaning music. And the dogs want to chime in too, so say hello to the dogs. Crown Tail, hello. How you doing? Good to see you. Paul McCarthy, Jamie A, Matt. I like it when you call me Big Papa. That's why I put it there, just for you, Matt. I knew you'd get a kick out of that. Rob of Shrimp Envy, hello, my friend. What do I? Anyways, Craig Donaher, hello. Who else? New local Austin. Yes, I'm 53, Matt. I'd be really, really freaking out if I was only 43 and already had quadruple bypass surgery and several heart procedures for stents. So, yeah, the 53. I got 4 grandkids, man. 4. Dee Dee, hello. And that's it so far. So we got about 15 people in here right now. I'm going to let everybody start filtering in. I don't know if anybody reads the little comments under the videos about tonight's topic, but I kind of want to let you guys drive it for a little bit and throw the questions at me. I'll do my best to try to be informative, helpful, and at least provide some of my observations if I haven't encountered any of those issues that you questioned me with. And I'm going to start off doing that at the beginning. And then at the end, I kind of just want to have a little chat and get some stuff off my chest. Really feel like I need to do that. But for now, it's all about I love shrimp, right? I love shrimp.
I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp? I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp?
Hi, Brooklyn. Hi, Annette. Just be like me and have no heart. Then nothing to worry about. Okay. You have a heart, Matt. You have a big heart. Don't down on yourself. Snailed it. What's Brooklyn doing? Lurking while cooking tapioca pudding on the stove. Mmm, pudding. Hi, Cherie. Virtual hugs. So let's see here. Here's question number 1. Get get the night started off right. So, what is the most requested Neo that you keep/sell? Pretty decent question. I would have to say that it's probably going to be the orange sun kiss and blue jellies are the most requested. The blue dreams and I think the Skittles, the Skittles shrimp are really the most popular. That's about how I describe it. Look, there's Dennis. Hello. Vinoxky. Hello. Stephen P. What up? Let's see who else. Who else? I'm trying to make sure I stay caught up a little bit because in case you throw a question my way. Bunny Viper. Hello. Monster Fish Gal. Hello. Hi, Lori. How you doing? Ooh, Cherie's rolling some shrimp sticks. You should make some that are a little bit fatter on the end with a little bit of a bead, and then I can call them drumsticks. See, I can give you ideas for new marketing products. Yeah, probably not. I'll keep those ideas to myself. Later, Crypt Keeper. Thank you for the video last night. That was awesome. Late night video upload. If you get a chance, go to Crypt Keeper Aquatics. Subscribe to his channel, because when I went there last night, I realized I wasn't subscribed. So maybe you're not. Maybe for whatever reason, I've noticed that you go back to a channel you haven't watched in a while. Sometimes you're not a subscriber anymore and you got to resubscribe. So resubscribe, and then you'll get notifications when he does videos like that. And I think he's going to do some more for the Garden of Eater and other shrimp that he's gotten over the past couple of months, because like everybody else, we're all a little bit behind in editing our videos. Just a little bit. Let's see, did I miss anybody? Any questions? Okay, so say you have all orange type shrimps. What differentiates the different types of orange shrimp? Just their coloring? Are there other traits that are looked at? For me personally, I kind of simplified it. I shrimplified it. And the way I look at it is, if it's orange, kind of see-through, I consider those an orange sun-kissed. And if they're orange, kind of a darker orange, and you can't see through the body as much, I think those, to me, are orange pumpkin. Again, colorblind person over here, but I know that they're orange, not pink. I usually get orange and pink confused, but not with shrimp. So that's kind of the way I look at it. The lighter ones are sun-kissed, like the soda. You can see through it. And the pumpkin are a little bit darker orange, and you can't see through them like a pumpkin. So, but that's me. As far as officially, you'd have to defer to the experts. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Brandon. How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got more shrimp from TGOE. Really nice. Yeah, they have some nice shrimp. Did you get Caridinos or Neos? I hate when YouTube unsubscribes me from all them channels on its own. I know Matt can relate to this problem too. Oh, I'm laughing because it sounds very sarcastic. I may be wrong, but it sounds very sarcastic. But I appreciate the comment. I have galaxy fish bones myself. I have some that I'm trying to breed to build up my colonies, because when I was supposed to move, or moved out of the house that I was in, I auctioned off quite a bit of them. And then during the transition, a few of them didn't quite handle the transition so well. So I spent a lot of time trying to get that tank settled, which is really hard to do when it's a brand new tank, brand new setup. And that cost me a few shrimp too. So my colony has dwindled to small numbers, and I'm working on it. I'm working on it the best I can. Let's see. Big Dog, hello. That's kind of, like I said, when it comes to the Neos that are solid colors, usually, um, I try to simplify it as much as possible, because I think people do give it a name, just like Blue Dreams, Fantasy Blues. It's basically the same thing, dream, fantasy, you know. Um, so it really depends on where they come from, um, or how they're being marketed, I guess is the best way to say it. In my confusion, apparently, I've always assumed blue velvets were not blue dreams, and that blue velvets were what seems that the industry is terming them as blue jellies. Uh, it's a little confusing because when I first started keeping shrimp, I ordered blue velvets and they were super clear, just like blue jellies and looked like blue glass. Became my favorite shrimp ever. And I ordered some more from another place and they ended up being blue dream kind of looking culls. So what I'm to understand currently is that blue velvets are the ones that are not so blue and they're a little spotty, may have some black, and the blue jellies are the blue jellies that look like blue glass. So, like I said, it depends on the seller where they're getting them. Where they're getting them from. I would imagine the breeder on the other side of the pond maybe might be the one determining those names. Woohoo! Let's see. We got quite a few people in here now. Did I miss anybody? Uh-oh, I missed your comment, Brookley. What'd you say? What'd you say? I got to scroll up. Man, there's a lot of comments. Well, I don't know what you said. There it is. Brogan said to tell you what's up and that drummers are awesome. So you are awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. I need to drum. I do. I need to drum badly. It's probably out of my current restrictions, so but I need to do it. I miss it. I keep getting unsubbed from Misfit. I resubbed and was unsubbed again the next day. I'm over there all the time watching vids and commenting at live stream. I don't know why this happens. I thought it was just me, and then I started hearing other people say it, and it happens to be obviously an issue. Do I have any hooker moss? I do not, at least not enough to sell. I'm again rebuilding. I'm rebuilding everything once again. So I'm very, very limited. And I never really got enough. I did at one time, I had a bunch last year, episode 20, 33 episodes ago. Um, I had a bunch, but again, lots of stuff doesn't seem to fare well when you move it. And I've moved stuff a little bit too much, probably for their liking. Most of Garden of Eater's shrimp are on sale. Good to know. Good to know. Let's see. Black Rose Cold Sale. YUTB sale. I don't know what WYTB means. I have no idea. I'm not in the know, man. I'm an old fuddy duddy. What do I know? Let's see. K or Ka? I prefer K. Hello. I saw Stephen Tam. Is that who? Kevin Tam. Please show us your shrimps. Give me a little bit. Oh, what you talking about, Willis? You're supposed to be another W. Oh, see, I'm definitely showing my age, right? You could do some light drumming, right? A little parum pum pum. Yeah, I probably could, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going through a pretty extensive rehab program by the looks of what my discharge papers said from last week. So that brings up another topic. I made a huge error last week by not posting anything in the community post, assuming that everybody knew that I probably wasn't going to stream last week. Uh, so I apologize for that. And I appreciate everybody who reached out to me. I appreciate all of the well wishes, prayers, and checking on me. That means so much to me. And I'll get to that later. But thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm sorry that I didn't update everybody appropriately, but I was pretty loopy and in quite a bit of pain when all of the lidocaine wore off. So good thing I didn't do it. I couldn't have sat down like I'm sitting right now. There's no way. I had to lay back and relax. So kind of glad I didn't do. X Genetics Legacy Radio. Hello. That's a long one. It's a tongue twister. But I guess X Gen Lay grad wouldn't sound too cool either. Oh, I make myself laugh. Is that a bad thing? Make yourself laugh? Who knows? So throw some questions at me besides show me your shrimps. If you notice, I have most of my lights off. Uh, and to be honest, I think the tank that has the most shrimp in it right now are my fancy red tiger tank with the lights off over here. This is the one that I have clown killifish and some fancy red tigers. They're really cool looking. But I did this as a test to kind of see if shrimp mess with killifish eggs, especially eggs that incubate for 10 to 14 days. So far, I have not seen any fry killifish, and I know they're doing their thing. I watch them all the time. And so I'm not sure if it's the shrimp or the water parameters. So I'm still tweaking it a little bit. Don't really want to show that tank. This tank in the back has my Galaxy Pintos, my fish bones. Um, what else? A couple of shadow pandas. It's kind of a mixed Caridina tank. In this breeder box up here, I have 4 tangerine tigers. And the reason I have them separated is because they've been buried and they're really, really orange, really tangerine looking. So I'm trying to build a colony of tangerine tigers. Jerry, you sure are feeling your oats today. We'll skip that one. Fish porn is interesting. Eh, Jerry? Kiss my grits. Oh, nice. Show me a shrimp. Y'all are funny. Hey, Jeff Kane. Good to see you. Did I say hi to Mark? If not, hello. Let's see. Any other questions? Throw some questions at me. I'm serious. I was debating on whether I even wanted to go tonight. Also, just like I said, I'm going to save that to the end because I'd rather keep things upbeat and happy. And at the end, towards the end, I'll say what I got to say, and hopefully, what's the best way? I'll give you the option. You can either stick it out with me or you can take off. And then that way it's not in the middle of the stream, but more towards the end. Does that make sense? Because I got to get my watch time in. Because I haven't been doing any videos lately, my watch time is going down, down, down. My analytics is showing me that it's going, I'm not getting enough hours right now. So it's still, I'm about 250 hours away from hitting 4,000 hours of view time. And of course, as everybody knows, I'm about 220 some odd subs away from hitting 1,000. So what's probably going to happen is that I'm probably going to fall short. And then at the first of the year, when they open up super chats to channels that still haven't met the 1,000 and 4,000, because I think if I read it right, that's what they're going to do. Smaller channels will, at the beginning of the year, have super chats activated. So, who knows? I'd love to be, considered monetized so I can feel like one of the big boys. That sounds so odd. Okay, serious question. Which shrimp food is your best suggestion, and where can I get me some? Excellent question, Timmons. The Shrimp Envy line of food. It's not just complete envy. This is the complete everything everything goes, but they also have more specialized foods. And so you can go to shrimpenvy.com and get you some foods. They have Cherie is currently rolling some shrimp sticks. And so far from everybody that I've seen and talked to, I don't have a whole lot of experience. I do have with this, and it's my shrimp love it. The shrimp love it. But I haven't really played around with any of the others, but from what I've seen, great stuff. And very good for your shrimp. Not just it's good for your shrimp. That's what I would recommend. It's all organic and it's from a local guy. You know, I local US. It's not from a big giant company like some others. So you don't pay the money for the branding and the labeling and the advertising and marketing. You're what you get is well worth what you pay for. I have fairly soft water. What type of shrimp should I try? Any hints? I would say do some PRLs or crystal red shrimp, Caridinas. That to me, I think that's the kind of like the gateway shrimp for Caridinas. And if you get them from a good source, they're going to be beautiful. They'll look awesome in your tank against the darker substrates if you have darker substrates. And even the tiny shrimplets, when they're born, you can spot them because, well, at least mine, because most of their bodies are white. And if they're not, you can definitely see the white stripes. So that's really cool. And I noticed with the shadow pandas, they had some shrimplets, and it's hard to see those little shrimplets unless you see the little blue patches, which for me, I can see blue really well. And so it sticks out like crazy. But I would start off with some PRLs. I would never have thought I would have said that a couple of years ago, but they have quickly become one of my favorite shrimp. I think they're beautiful. I was thinking about shorting it, Papa Shrimp, by dropping off X Genetics and radio, but okay, cool deal. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Grandma rules. Who else jumped in here that I haven't said hello to? We got 42 people in here. Hello, everybody. DOTO. Wow. Oh, that's right. You're a teacher. So you know all of those little abbreviations and kid speak. I I have to ask my sons all the time, what does this mean? LJ Shrimps and Snails. Good to see you. Have you ever used Stability to prep a new tank for shrimp? No, I haven't. I've used Prime. I've used Safe, but never Stability. You know, and honestly, I probably haven't. I don't know enough about it because that's one of my things is that I try to stay away from the chemicals as much as possible. I don't. I'd rather do things naturally. That just to me, that's the simplest form of fish and shrimp keeping and plant keeping is to try to not use any chemicals. Of course, plants fertilizers is very beneficial. Um, and with shrimp, we use salts and minerals, but I think that's all natural stuff. It's not real, well, as much as it can be, it's minerals. Oh, beautiful. I now have 7 shrimp tanks thanks to Dee Dee's evil MTA rubbing off. I know what MTA means. Multi tank addiction. I should have said something different just to throw you off, but kiss my grits. Do you need to supplement calcium for your shrimp if you feed them a good quality food? If so, what would you use? Again, excellent question. And there's two schools of thought that I've come across, but it's not really from shrimpers. It's more of just hobbyists that are trying to supplement calcium. Wonder Shell is a on the shelf product that a lot of people use. I've had professional hobbyists, store owners tell me that they've made their own plaster and put it in small cubes and use that as their own DIY Wonder Shell. And then there's always the thing with eggs. Use sterilized eggshells and use those in your tank crushed up. I would more prefer that it's in the food supplements because, again, I've said it before, I consider this supplement. Any type food to me is just a supplement for the shrimp. And again, that's my thinking of keeping it natural as possible. They're going to eat the algae and the microorganisms and stuff like that. I mean, that's how shrimplets survive, is off the biofilm and microorganisms and algae. So food that has all this other stuff to me is just supplementing them for thicker shells, brighter colors, um, calcium intake, and many other things that they require in their diet, not so much the water column, if that makes any sense. What's a good sauce for shrimp? Source. Luckily, there are many, many, many great sources, and more are coming to the surface. Of course, Shrimp Envy. They have some shrimp that have been on my wish list for a while now, and I wish I had some extra money to take care of that. Also, of course, bipetshrimp.com, Flip Aquatics, The Garden of Eater, Joe's Shrimp Shack, The Shrimp Farm. I'm not sure if Meadowview Aquatics has shrimp. I haven't done enough research because every time I go to Meadowview Aquatics, I'm looking at all the 3D printed stuff that they have, which is really really cool. Um, and then of course Band. I know on Band there's a lot of shrimpers on there. You could get some shrimp from some of the really top breeders in the country that sell shrimp through Band. So there's many good sources, many more now than there was 4 or 5 years ago when I first got into the hobby. Aquatic Arts has some shrimp. I've purchased shrimp from almost everybody that I named off except for Shrimp Envy. Oh no, that's bad. I'm so sorry, Rob. Yeah, it's only Joe's. I haven't ordered from Joe. Um, I've ordered from Eric. I've ordered from Grant. I've ordered from Rob, uh, Flip Aquatics Rob. Um, So Shrimp or Sue Shrimp. I did that way back in my learning days. Aquatic Arts. So there's many, many good sources. PR, don't you know? It's the lingo. It's a pure red line or crystal red shrimp. Um, there's another case of where people say that marketing them as PRL is just a ploy to charge more for them versus a crystal red shrimp. So again, I simplify it, and the ones that have really white bodies with small patches of red, or just the the triple S's, I guess, or triple S grade. I'm not real um, knowledgeable on the grading system. I mean, I am, but I love shrimp. I'm not a technical guy about it. So PRLs are pure red lines, and crystal red shrimp, they're the same thing. Crystal reds to me are the ones that have like stripes. It's red, white in stripes. And then the PRLs, to me, I call them that way because they have a lot of white and they're really, really red on the body where they do have red markings. I'll show you some here in a little bit. Actually, I'll do that now. Here, I'm going to stop camera so I don't make you dizzy. I got to move my stuff a little bit so I make some weird noises. Let's see what happens. They're hiding. Oh man, there they are. Woohoo! Come on, dude. Focus. Focus. So to me, I call that a PRL because it's mostly white with just the red patch. If there's anybody that wants to chime in, maybe Rob, if you have other suggestions of what you call those or how you grade them. But to me, that's a PRL. It's the same thing as a crystal red. It's just the patterns and colorings are a little bit different. You can get crystal red shrimp and through selective breeding get these kinds of shrimp out of them. Woohoo! That was fun. Nice ride. Let me fix. Okay. Whew. That was fun. The PBL I want from Papa are doing great and are beautiful. Awesome. Yeah, I saw that picture on Facebook, man. That was really cool. I'm glad that they looked really good in your tank too. Mark Shrimp uses it to get tank seasoned. Oh, the stability. Yeah, you know, Mark does all kinds of really cool stuff. I watch his channel all the time, and he has so much fun doing it. My favorite part of the whole thing is his accent. I just love his accent. Lou! Oh, you only have 8 tanks with shrimp? Shame, shame. You got to have at least 10. I didn't see the Kyle stream today either with Poseidon Pets. I was looking and I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything on the community post. I don't know if he changed his time to a different time, something that I've been considering. Papa Shrimp, is there shrimps that come in yellow or the color combination of black and yellow? Did you ask Joe that question? No, it was Ruben. I remember it was Ruben that had said something to Grant on one of his streams a few months back, but black and yellow, not yet. The closest thing to black and yellow, I would say, might be the tangerine tigers, but it's not really yellow, is it? So I don't know. That'd be interesting if they could come up with that, though. How many generation would you say take mixed crystals to pure red or black? That's a good question. You should ask Grant. He's more of the genetics guy, and he's probably got a much better understanding of how many generations. But you never know. You might get lucky and you pop out one that's like almost white, and then that one breeds with another shrimp and jump starts the process. If they're all red and white striped looking, I think it would take a little while to be able to selectively cull them and get that color in. What I did last year was I had crystal red shrimp and I bought 5 PRLs that I knew were amazing looking, and I put them in a tank, let them breed, and then I started selectively breeding them. I probably had about 8 batches, maybe all the way to F8 or 9, and then I started seeing dominant shrimp with more white and patches of red than the striped looking. Again, that's just what I went through. Which is the shrimp you were wanting the most from? Well, I want shrimp from everybody, but the blue aura shrimp that Rob has at Shrimp Envy, they are very, very. I love blue shrimp, and blue auras are hard to come by. So I want some. I want some. That's what I want the most. My second, what I want the most is I want more fishbone, galaxy fish bones. And then third, I would really like to get more zebra pintos because I'm falling in love with the red coloration and the zebra stripes on the zebra pintos. Looks really cool. So those are my top three. Hubby wanted to take me to a shrimp shop and had to explain to him that's not really possible around here. Ah, that sucks. Then you got to go online. Or, get on some of the groups. Shrimp Pimping's a good group, and you can see some of the shrimp. I know Clemente, he's got a shrimp studio, and he's got some awesome looking shrimp. I know Carrick Payton is selling through Band. Of course, Ruben's selling through Band, I think, here and there. So yeah, Band for the shrimp pippin group on Band. That's a good place to go to. They're all homebred. Woo-hoo. I'm sorry. I know I'm pulling a he who shall not be named Rico, and getting way behind. PRL should only throw PRL babies also. Correct. Um, that's always been my understanding is that PRL's pure red line basically just means they're only going to throw pure red line babies. Um, and the same thing for PBLs. They're only going to throw black babies. That's the difference between crystals, because crystals could throw golden bees or blacks if they're just crystals. So they've kind of been selectively bred to only throw pure red line. Does that make sense? I don't know if I explained it correctly. Mark, how long do you think a letter from the USA would take to get there? And Daniken said our stickers are on the way. When June's get here, I'll mail them all to you. Oh, cool. That's nice. Very nice of you. Let's see. Let me try to get caught up. By the way, if you haven't, or if you're a streamer or any of that, please go check out the Fish Fam Christmas. I think that's how he's listed. Check out the Fish Fam Christmas site and get on there. I can't wait till Christmas time when Santa comes to visit and gives away goodies on my channel. That's so fun. Kyle didn't stream tonight. Okay. Hey, now, why do I got junk in my trunk? Or is it already gone and I didn't see it? Yeah, it looks like it's already gone on the YouTube side, but it's not gone on this side of it. Let's see. LOL, mod, kill the porn site, please. Yes, please. The amazing diver man. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Galaxy fish bones are amazing. Okay, I'm getting closer to the bottom. Yes, they are. Once you start feeling better, do you have any shrimp breeding projects? Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, I'm working on a few things here, trying to build up my colonies. And it's 7:40, so I guess I can move on to kind of what I wanted to get off my chest and talk to everybody about. Woohoo! Thank you, Lori. That's awesome. So, come to a little bit of a crossroads with things. This last procedure, I did my best to kind of blow it off and not attract too much concern because I just didn't feel it was appropriate. What I found out last week that was a little bit concerning is that when the doctor went in to just check things out, he ended up having to place a stent. And he noticed that the grafts that I had done when I had surgery, they disintegrated. So blood flow went back to the clogged arteries that were clogged at 98, 99, 100%. This is why I've been having problems for quite a while. Is the grafts didn't take, so caused me some issues. It took me a long time to get the nerve up to go back to the doctor and say something's wrong with me. But when I was in the ER 6, 7 weeks ago, um, that's what kind of I didn't want to go back to ER. I was kind of scared, but I went to the ER, and then the doctor scheduled the procedure I had last week. So here I am faced with, a pretty scary situation. I mean, I'm dealing right now with arteries that are clogged. And things don't look too promising as far as there's no way the doctor wants to go in and do a major surgery again. I don't want to go through another open heart surgery. So we're going to attack it with medicines, rehab, and possibly some more stents here in the future. All of this to say that I didn't realize how much this affects other people. And it affects other people in a way that it just doesn't feel good, man. People run. And the less connected they are to you, the faster they run away. It's pretty disappointing. It's pretty discouraging. And it happened when I had my surgery. It happened when I had my first heart attack. Friends started dropping off. When I had my first surgery, a few more people dropped off. And I gained a few more friends. But this time again, I think it scares other people more than it scares me. What nobody understands is that when I say my heart hurts, it does, for reals. And not so much from the clogged arteries. What I'm noticing is that my heart hurts from being sad that people are just, nobody's calling saying, hey, how you doing? Hope everything's well. There's been a few people, and they've become, to me, very important and very special people. Frank DeSanta, Rob and Sharif from Shrimp Envy, and wouldn't you know it, even Grant emailed me and shared well wishes. And that, wow, you, that means so much to me, especially in a time where it's rough. It's rough. The feeling of just nobody's there. Nobody's there to talk to. Nobody's there to really just, hey man, how you doing? You know, that's such a horrible feeling. And then on top of it, I have no income anymore, and it looks like I will not have any more income as Jason is moving his shop, and he's decided that it's just not going to work at this. And there's no way I can travel to where he's going to move his shop. It's like 60 miles on the other side of Dallas Fort Worth, so it's going to be about 130 miles one way. So that's done. It's over. And that's, man, it sucks. So I got to do all of this by myself again. That's why a couple of weeks ago I said that I'm making big changes, and I'm not going to approach it so much in a business sense. I'm not going to try to do this to make money. I'm not going to do what I'm doing for anything else other than I love shrimp. And I love sharing anything that I can share to help teach and get people addicted, and to get people like Dee Dee and Eduardo and June to have multiple tanks of shrimp. So I have to say, when I turned on my stream this evening before I came on live, uh, emotional. Seeing the people already in the chat, already excited. Cool stuff.
I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp? I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp?
Okay, I needed a break. I needed to change that. So, woo! That's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Um, Everybody knows the struggles I've been through. My YouTube career is nothing but a struggle. I started my channel. My mom passed away. I went to my first Aquashella that weekend because my mom was a driving force behind all of that. And then I came back from Aquashella and buried her. A couple of months later, my house burnt down. COVID happened. I moved across the country, starting what I thought was my dream job. Ended up realizing it wasn't. Moved back here to Texas finally. Had major surgery, and on and on and on. Just a struggle, struggle, struggle. So I got to do this differently. And I can't be more grateful and appreciative of all of you who just You make me want to do this. I mean, like I said earlier today, I was like, I don't even know if I want to stream. I just got informed today that the building sold, the shop's moving, and come get your stuff. So it's amazing. And like I said, all of you that are hashtagging I love shrimp and all of that stuff, oh my God, that's what's keeping me going. After my grandchildren and my children. That's they come first, and I promise you, that I don't want to go anywhere. I want to be here as long as I can for them, and a little bit for me. But if I didn't have such a great community, such awesome support, then I wouldn't be here. And I totally hate doing this because I feel like it's a give up. But there's my PayPal. I need some more questions about something else because I just do. Y'all are awesome. I'm reading some of the comments, so don't worry. I'm not freaking out right now. um, no questions? Oh man, you're new. What's the ideal pH and temp for shrimp? Again, it depends on the strains. Oh, I can't do it. I don't think I can. I'll put up what I once used to put up if I can. I don't know if it'll let me. I don't think. Nope. It won't let me do it because I made it as a background. But I do have some general parameters. Um, I don't like to chase parameters. The way I look at it is soft water for Caridina with TDS between 120 and 150. No heater, keep them at room temperature, about 68 degrees. And for the Neo Caridina, put them in a tank that you would put your guppies in. Heater or not, I mean, what the heater will do with your shrimp is increase their metabolism rate. They'll have a shorter lifespan because the molting process will be a little bit faster in the higher temperatures. So that's about the best I will. I mean, I do get into, I try to, in my own, with my own tanks, I do all kinds of crazy stuff. And I try to push the limits to see what happens, which I want to bring up something about that. So in this tank that I just explained about the tangerine tigers that I'm breeding out because they're super, super orange, there is one of them just got buried last week. Not even last week, maybe 4 days ago. And she was full. I mean, there was probably, it looked to me like there's about 50 to 60 berries in there that she couldn't even hang on to them. There were so many. And you could see her trying to, fluff them. But I noticed the next day there wasn't quite as many. And then the next day there wasn't quite as many. And then today there wasn't quite as many. And it made me scratch my head. What's happening? She's dropping her berries. And I think I saw a couple of them fall right in front of me. But that I've never seen that. So I checked my water TDS. That's the first thing I always do is I check the TDS. The TDS was at 83. So I'm thinking the lack of minerals in the water column, which brings the TDS down to 83, I believe that is the cause. Um, just an observation. I don't know for sure. I'm not a scientist, but I would presume that if the correct amount of minerals aren't in the water, then stuff like that, bad molts and not being able to sustain the berries and give them the nutrients and minerals that they need to develop. I think that's a big part of it. Oh, there's a huge list of everybody. It's much bigger than what it used to be. Thank you, Nicole. Yellowstoner shrimp lover. Eduardo, thank you for making me laugh. Are you still liking the boxes with substrate in it? Yes, I do. It's I like the boxes and I like the underground filtration. So far, my pH has stayed less than 6.4. I don't know what it is exactly. Again, I'm going to go through the process to try to help everybody out. And I think it'll help me out too, to understand, learn, and perfect recalibrating your pH meters. Because the ones that we buy that are for $19.99 for the set, usually you have to recalibrate it every use. So it'd be nice to have that calibration so that I know for sure versus a litmus paper test with a colorblind person. That is a good start if you're doing neos with that high of a pH. If you're doing caradinas, you want your pH 6.5 or lower, unless they're tigers. Tigers can deal with a little bit more pH, and they can also handle a little bit more KH. And obviously, they need their minerals. Yes, Miss Dee Dee is the queen of shrimp. I'm so proud of her. I love you, Dee Dee. You're awesome. Uh, Wait, where'd I go? Where'd I go?
I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp? I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp?
Had to do that one more time. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. And like I said, I feel like such a loser, man. It's one of those things that I don't like to do. I'd rather be able to sell stuff or something of that nature so that you're getting something back. Um, but again, my inventory is depleted, and it looks like that I'll have one more trip to the shop to go pick up stuff that's already been broken down and emptied. My daughter has asked for a tank for some neocaridina shrimp as a Christmas present. My water has high phosphates. Is that an issue for shrimp? I have hard water and low KH. Yes, I believe so. I learned that when I was using my um, well water without testing it. So I'd at least make sure you get it to where your guppies will survive. If you have other fish in it, they might work. But if you're going to do something like that, then just go with something very, very inexpensive and get a lot of them. So that way they'll get buried up and have shrimplets, and the shrimplets will probably acclimate themselves to the water that they're born in. But that's a tough call. It's kind of high for my liking. I know, but it feels that way sometimes, Brooklyn. Yeah, I know. That's what friends and family are for. And unfortunately, especially you and Cherie have become my friends and family. And the rest of them, like I had said earlier, are poof, poof, poof. Not even. And I'm working on it. I'm going to write a song, and I'm going to call it The Empty Chair. because it's not fun waking up to an empty chair when you've had stuff done. Luckily, this time I had my son there with me, so that was really awesome. It was just one of those funny things when they were prepping me for the procedure. The nurse said, "Do you want me to get my son or go get your son so he could say goodbye?" And I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute." Goodbye? And she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I meant, do you have any last words?" And I was like, "What are you doing to me?" Oh, that was freaky. But, anyways, even heroes trip sometime. Yes, we do. We fall down, we get back up again, right? That's how it goes. So it's 8 o'clock. It's that time, and I'm sorry that I kind of brought it down a little bit, but that's why I saved it till the end. But I just want to be fully transparent, open, and honest with everybody so that you understand kind of the stuff that I'm going through, or why I'm not doing this, or why I may not be doing that, or whatever it is. That's the deal. That's the real deal. So I appreciate all the love, the prayers, the support. I can't thank you enough. You just don't understand how much it means to me. Um, Nurse Ratchet. Yeah, it was quite the experience. But anyways, thank you very much. We'll see you again possibly next week, but most likely. I know it's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, so I'm going to kind of play it by ear on whether I do anything or not, just because um, it's night before Thanksgiving. A lot of people are going to be doing stuff, spending time with the family, and the last thing you really want to do is sit down and watch a shrimp thing. But who knows? We'll see. Y'all have a good one. Have a safe, wonderful weekend. Stay warm. This chill is supposed to get even colder throughout the country. I think Friday is supposed to be some of the coldest temperatures we're going to see. So stay warm. Keep your shrimp and fish happy and safe. And we'll see you again next time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Peace.